Day 2. I kept paying child support on time every month. I took my scheduled visits, but I stopped being the eager divorced dad begging for extra time. I sold the house, took a remote consulting job, moved to Austin, and started over completely. New apartment, new friends, new life. Started dating again after about a year. Met Sarah, a nurse who had her life together and didn't have any first love situations to figure out. When Emma visited me in Austin, she'd talk about Connor like he was her primary father figure. I didn't correct her. I didn't compete. I just made sure she had fun during our court-ordered time together. Laura wanted Connor to be Emma's daddy. Fine. I'd be the guy who paid child support and took his legally required visits. Laura wanted authentic feelings. I gave her authentic indifference. Through mutual friends, I heard bits and pieces. Laura was working at some boutique in Portland. Emma was in school there. Connor was running his business. They seemed happy. Good for them. I focused on building my new life. My consulting business took off. Sarah and I moved in together for the first time in years. I felt like I was living for myself instead of trying to hold together a marriage with someone who was always wondering if she'd made the wrong choice. Emma still visited twice a year as scheduled. We'd have perfectly pleasant visits. She'd tell me about school, friends, Connor. I'd take her to theme parks and movies. Then I'd put her on a plane back to her real family. 2 years later, last month, I'm in my office in Austin. I'd expanded the business and hired 3 people. When my receptionist buzzed me, "Mike, there are some people here to see you. A woman and a little girl. They don't have an appointment, but they say it's important." My heart stopped. I knew exactly who it was. "Send them in." Laura walked in first. She looked rough, tired, older, like she'd been through something. Behind her was Emma, now 6 years old, looking around my office with wide eyes. "Hello, Mike," Laura said. Emma was staring at me like she was trying to remember something. "Hi, Emma. Are you my first daddy?" "First daddy, not just daddy." "Yes, I am." Laura was crying now. "Mike, I made a huge mistake." "What happened?" "Connor left us 3 months ago. Said he wasn't ready to be a father. Just packed up and moved to Seattle." "I'm sorry to hear that. We've been staying in a shelter. I lost my job when he left because I couldn't afford childcare. I have nowhere else to go." "What about your parents?" "They said I made my choice when I left you. They won't help." Emma was looking at pictures on my desk. One of me and Sarah at a company party. "Who's the pretty lady, Daddy Mike?" "That's Sarah. She's my girlfriend." Laura's face went white. "Girlfriend? We've lived together for about a year now." "Mike, I know I hurt you. I know I was selfish, but we're a family, you, me, and Emma. That has to count for something." I looked at this woman who had taken my daughter across the country, who had let my child call another man Daddy, who had wanted me to reduce my contacts so Connor could be the primary father figure. Now she was homeless and desperate and expecting me to rescue her. "Laura, you're not my family anymore. You chose Connor. You wanted me to step back so Emma could have a real family with him. I was confused. I made a mistake. You made a choice. For 2 years, you lived with that choice. I moved on." "What about Emma?" "She's your daughter." "She is my daughter, which is why I've paid child support every month for 2 years and taken every visit I'm entitled to, which is why I'll continue doing exactly what the court order requires. That's not enough. It's exactly what you